Good morning, and welcome to Redeemer Lutheran Church. I'm Pastor Gary Lodeholt. I remember a very, very long time ago seeing a Boy Scout skit. Whatever event I was attending was being held in a church, and two Boy Scouts started crawling up the aisle toward a glass of water on a table. "Water, water," they croaked as if they were in a desert and were dying of thirst. Painful inch by painful inch, they crawled forward until they reached the foot of the table with the glass on it. Then suddenly they jumped up, dug in their pockets for a comb, wet the comb, and groomed their hair. We were all caught off guard. Our passage from Isaiah on this Christmas Eve does much the same thing. Or maybe more accurately, the passage assures us that the Messiah to come slakes the thirst we have deep within. This week we are looking at prophecies of the Messiah in Isaiah, and today we turn to Isaiah 55, 1 through 5. It says, "Ho, everyone who thirsts, come to the waters. And you who have no money, come, buy and eat. Come buy wine and milk without money and without price. Why do you spend your money for that which is not bread, and your labor for that which does not satisfy? Listen carefully to me, and eat what is good, and delight yourselves in rich food. Incline your ear and come to me. Listen so that you may live. I will make with you an everlasting covenant, my steadfast, sure love for David. See, I made him a witness to the peoples, a leader and commander for the peoples. See, you shall call nations that you do not know, and nations that do not know you shall run to you, because of the Lord your God, the Holy One of Israel, for he has glorified you." Now, you might wonder where the mention of a Messiah is in that passage, but I would urge you to look a little more closely, particularly at the last two verses. In those verses, God first speaks to a person who will be a witness to the peoples, telling them, showing them about God and God's love. And then this character is addressed directly, as God says all people will run to him because God has glorified him. Who can this be but God's Messiah, sent to save us? There are other parts of this passage that echo in our hearts as well. Why do you spend your money for that which is not bread, and your labor for that which does not satisfy? Isaiah asks. And that's a pretty accurate description of our world today, isn't it? We frantically rush here and there, filling ourselves, and end up empty. That's a pretty accurate description of a world in need of a Savior. And that's just what God promises. It all begins with the invitation. All you who thirst, come to the waters. All you who have no money, come and eat. Today, on Christmas Eve, all you who long for God, come to the manger. Jesus, Emmanuel, God with us, is here. Thanks for watching, and remember to let this day belong to God.